Hello and good morning, folks. What is going on? It's your boy Grapple here, and welcome to episode 11 of the Building a Ranking series, where today we're taking on the final original map of Black Ops 1, Moon. So Moon. I mean, I've already said this a bunch of times, man. I was a huge Black Ops 1 hater. I've really come around on that now since doing the series. I've never been a fan of Moon. I've always thought, like, you know, the ending Easter egg's super cool, but me not being an Easter egg guy, I really don't give a shit. I've been practicing like a motherfucker, especially in Groom Lake. And man, when I tell you, I'm not great at it, but I've definitely come a long way from the beginning. We got Jug, so that's good. Now we just gotta kind of set the tone correct. I'm not good enough to get Pack, but I think we could definitely set the tone correctly by getting Jug before we go, and then we'll come back to Pack later. It all depends on the spawns, man. If they don't spawn well, or see, let's see how many tries it takes us to get Jug. I practiced right before hitting the record button. All right, I played a decent game. I got to round 15 or 16 and then said, you know what? I got this. Nope, that's it. Yep, okay. Not the first try. And I know, you know, my favorite perk of all time is fucking Speed Cola. But if we don't get Jug, we got to start over because I'm not going to make it without it. All right, we got Jug. So let's just try to speed through this a little bit. Can we get lucky with the spawns? Nope, they were making noise, but there was nobody there. No. W. Alright. W. Fuck yeah, dude. Alright, we are set up pretty well already. 1,900 points. My comfort spot is like 1,600 points before, like, the alarm goes off. And we gotta fucking circle back this way already. But 19 is pretty good. They're spawning like shit. But we got it. Alright. Cook a grenade real quick. Chuck that bitch in there. Look at that, dude! Getting very fucking lucky right now. Alright. We made it. Okay. And we have enough to grab the revive right off the bat. Okay. Here we go. So, already off the bat, right, in my practicing and playing of Moon, I can admit that I was very wrong in terms of like my initial opinion of it. I can totally admit that. A couple things will stand though. It's very gray, and I know that that's just kind of like the art style or color palette shading of Black Ops 1, so I'm not going to fault it entirely, but that's a given off the bat for me already. Like, certain colors pop, most of them don't. Feels very muted, but it could also be like I'm super used to Black Ops 2 and 3 where things get much more vibrant. Black Ops 4, so it's just a continued personal preference, I guess, so I won't knock it for that. What do we need to get? We need to get the Wonder Weapon. Like always, the rules are below, so I don't have to just continue to restate them. But we have to get the Wonder Weapon. We need the Wave Gun. I'd like the Gersh device. I'd be down for also the Ray Gun and or Thunder Gun, because I don't remember if the Thunder Gun's on this map. We may do some, like, mid-game Googling. Like, I've been practicing Moon. That I swear, because I'm getting to round 25. But I just don't know if we will do some mid-round Googling to find, like, the hacking device, because I don't know any of that stuff. And I feel like as like a side Easter egg, the little hacker would be good. And then as we get through these early rounds, what's going on in my life? I've got horrendous allergies, so I'm sick as shit. I'm much better today than I was like 2 or 3 days ago. So clearly, like, the meds are working a little bit. But if I seem like less energized in a couple videos or less to talk about, it's not like I'm not having fun, because I'm enjoying every single map we've played so far, even like Dead Ops Arcade. But fuck you, Zoe. Every year, dude. Every year I get super sick. Every year I got horrible allergies. Every year I try to prep for it and, you know, up my supplements and vitamins and medication, local honey, and like every remedy you could think of, because I've had horrendous allergies forever, and I'm already... That's awesome. I fuck with that heavy. Anyway, plan right now is to get through, as always, save up some points from the starting room. Then we're going to go get power, and then go back to Groom Lake. I want to get to round 25, but it's also, when you go to Groom Lake, like, the rounds don't continue, so I don't know how we're gonna do it. Because to me, like, in my head, once you're set up, like, hanging out on Groom Lake where there's gravity and it's just like a really simple area, that's more beneficial to me or more enjoyable. So I guess we'll see. We'll just play it by ear. I definitely think somewhere I failed in this series is Black Ops 1, just because I think I set the round goal too high. I think going from 15 to 25 was too much. Me being someone who, you know, without like the nostalgia or previous experience with Black Ops 1. It's kind of like learning it for the first time. So I definitely set my goals a little too high for the the learning and patience that I have towards the mode. Little things with the series have done better than others. I think Black Ops 1 has been a success, and I've had a lot of fun with it. I think World at War was a big success. And now it's just trying to get ideas flowing. Like I love the building the ranking series, and I love the individual map game rankings that we do after each game is completed. But I also know, like, you know, to some maybe that gets stale. Maybe you're like, well, what about something else? Like, so I'm trying to think of other ideas. Because I want to do more zombie stuff, but I'm, you know, again, I'm not like a huge, great Final Cut Pro editor yet, because I don't really, like, I'm accustomed to it, but I'm not perfect or super creative in that space yet. So I've had a couple ideas, like some long-term gameplay, live streaming I've thought about doing. Not like that's super new or inventive. Get out of my way. I need ammo. I thought about doing like, kind of like a podcast, kind of not, talking about zombies and maybe even just Call of Duty in general. But I also know, like, me being a zombies fan and subscribe to zombies YouTubers, it's not always my favorite thing to watch. Like, there's a bunch of zombies YouTubers I love, but once they start doing, you know, podcasts and things, there's a lot of people that just kind of say the same stuff. I thought it was an insta-kill. Thought it was an insta-kill. I was wrong. I thought it was an insta-kill. I also really didn't fucking look at it. Alright, he's dead. That's good. Yeah, just some other ideas I'm trying to get flowing. Because I want to do more, but I don't know yet. I don't know. I had some ideas of, like, doing certain rankings, like, within the rankings, like, because, you know, my whole goal is to be the most comprehensive ranking or do the most comprehensive ranking that I can. I don't know, will it get, like, annoying at a point? Like, I was thinking, like, you know, it's like, hypothetically speaking, I finished Black Ops 4, I'm going to rank the Black Ops 4 maps, just in Black Ops 4, but then can I do a ranking of just classic zombies maps before Cold War and everything else? Or is that too much? Is that too in-depth? Or is it something people are looking for? You know, it's things like that. I'm trying to think, brainstorm, and test the waters a little more. I want to do some custom zombies, but I also don't know if I want to make content on it. It's all just very touch and go. But if you have ideas, not that I want to, like, ask and steal people's ideas. I could use the inspiration and maybe someone from the viewer perspective that could see the way that I make content and the way that I react on camera. Maybe they're like, nah, dude, I totally love to see you do something like this, you know? Shit like that. I think we're definitely going to go flopper on this map. I don't know if flopper's on Moon. I'm pretty sure it is from my last my last Google. I agree with what I said previously, that double tap 1 is more useful than people will let on or give credit for. But in a game like this, where you're so dependent on wonder weapons and weapons like the ray gun, it's like, you know, flopper just makes more sense. Box? No box. Okay, better go the other way. Nope. People are getting angry. This way. There we go. What? Where's the box? I'm so used to it just being in one of those two spots. Does that mean I've gotten just lucky the whole time? Fuck, dude, that sucks. Okay, well, I guess we'll open up this door, and now I need to find a gun. Because it's not in here. It's like underground or some shit. This is not good. We were on a roll. But that's okay. I got a bunch of, like, hammies. Like, not handies, but, like the game is giving me handouts and shit. Alright, we gotta go back to the door, and I gotta get a better gun. Hi, guys. No.
I get so dizzy. Someone else do it.
Oh, God. Alright, that's fine.
Simple enough.
Is this door still closed? Yes, it is. There we go. Alright. Now we can hang out. Really not a fan of the astronaut. I like the whole, like, he's kind of like a combination of George Romero and the Pentagon Thief, in that, you know, he'll, like, bug the fuck out of you, piss you off, but he's also always present when you keep killing him. Better, because he's, like, killable, you know, much simpler in that aspect, but still just so annoying. Crazy that he just takes one of your perks. Good start. Nice little sound effect. I fuck with it. Alright. Definitely need flopper. Definitely need to figure out where the fuck flopper is. There we go. I was about to say, the next words out of my mouth were literally about to be, I need another gun because I'm out of ammo, so I need to hit the box again. that a double points? Yes, sir! Flopper's not going to be at Groom Lake. Ooh, let's do that. Save some ammo. Moon is really just trying to make up for all the aggravation that that Shang and fucking Ascension gave. No drops, no ammo. 2 double points in 1 round, 2 max ammos in 1 round, and a fucking death machine. Something in the coding just feels guilty. We're just gonna wind up opening everything because I don't remember where Flopper is. All right, not here, not there. Stamina up is this way. It's not in this room, right? Watch it not be on the map. Is it in the power room? I feel like there's no perk in the power room right now. And I've basically got the entire map open. I don't want to kill you yet. Do another pass. Maybe it's up in the biosphere. I'm pretty sure Flopper's out here. Yep, there you go. I don't really know where to trade here, but we can see. I gotta come back anyway to spam the box for the wave gun. Ray gun's a really good start, though. Let's go! Show me speed, cola. I don't know how I feel about the whole zero gravity thing. Like, the idea of being on the moon is super fucking cool. Oh, I'm getting fucked already. But I just... The worst thing about Groom Lake is the dogs. Yep, I hear you. Go away. I'm also, like, moderately clueless. I don't know if you can just hang out on Groom Lake forever. I'm gonna kind of find out the hard way. Very fortunate, again, to have another map that I'm not good at and don't have a ton of experience on and just have the ray gun again. Very fortunate. It's kind of like... Having the ray gun in the earlier games is kind of like playing the maps on easy mode. I don't want to waste all my time and points trying to pack both guns, but I also know, like... Well, mainly because I'm gonna get rid of one anyway. Like, with the wave gun, like, I'll keep the ray gun, definitely, because I need to have, like, 2 good sets. I don't remember the backstory behind the ray gun, or I don't remember the backstory behind the wave gun. But I think it's the first gun thus far that feels like a sequel to the ray gun. And I think that's probably one of my favorite things about Call of Duty. In terms of the guns, I love just the... I love the history with the ray gun and how it continues to evolve with the franchise. Oh, I fucked it. Time and gameplay will tell, but from my knowledge, I'm pretty sure the Mark II is still my favorite. And the best one. Risking it. Risking it. Risking it. Got it. Risking it. I feel like dogs. Yep, there you are. There's you. Have to go get the gun. Have to go get the gun. Have to get the gun. Got it. Didn't reload. Not good. Not good. Got it. W. Okay. Now we just hang out and spam the box. I think I'm gonna go hang out in my favorite spot. Kind of like outside. Not the biodome, but the other one. The other by the teleporter. Overall, moon layout, a little confusing, but that's just because, you know, I don't know it perfectly. Layout's a little confusing. Like I said, color palette, very gray. Groom Lake is super fucking cool. Gun selection is the same, but like a little better. Astronaut, cool. Annoying, but cool. Those guys, man. I don't remember what they're called. They're not the jumping jacks. They teleport and shit. Teleporting Nova Crawlers, whatever the fuck they're called. I hate them. I hate them so much. So we're gonna just gather some points and then go spam the box like 6 or 7 times. Oh shit. Alright. We are so set up. Now it's just a matter of getting through the rounds and then getting some of the wonder weapons and stuff. But we are... I've been practicing, right? Any of the maps that we play, except for maybe Shang, where it was like the 3rd or 4th time I played the map, I practice. Because I don't want to embarrass myself on camera. But dude, like... We're fucking set up. I've never been this set up on Moon this quickly. And I know saying that, I gotta like knock on something and not jinx myself, but... Hell yeah. Biodome. Okay, so I need to avoid the biodome. So we're not hitting the box for quite a bit. It's almost like a research project. Like if you take your mind back to like middle school, high school, it feels like I'm definitely doing like a research project or paper for fun. Because of the amount of time I have to spend like getting used to and getting more acclimated with the specific engine and the way that the games behave. I'll stand by what I said, or rather, I'll backtrack some of what I said in the beginning, because now coming near the end of it, you know, we have the Resurrection DLC and that counts, but it's just looking at like the Black Ops 1 original maps rather than the remasters or ports over, whatever you want to call it. Definitely a significantly better time than I was expecting. A significant more amount of fun, even though, like, you know, Call of the Dead was very frustrating and Ascension was very frustrating. Shang had its moments. I can totally fucking see the appeal of Black Ops 1. I could see it, I could feel it, I can agree with it. It's definitely not the worst zombies game like I used to rank it. Outside of zombies, man, I'm excited as fuck. Summertime's coming. Summertime here in the United States. Can't wait. Even though I work a lot, I'm trying to be more, trying to get more in touch with like my younger side of myself. Like I'm someone that definitely will sit here and go, you know, I've talked about Pokemon cards or how I collect things. I love to kind of soothe my inner child, but one of the things I haven't done is I haven't like prioritized myself in terms of not just working, but like having more fun. And you know, I'll take my couple of vacations a year and hang out with the wife. But I feel like there's just so much more to do, and now with the summertime coming, I'm trying to plan like 25 different things. So I'm super excited, man, just to get like out and do stuff, man. You ever have a chance to go to a minor league baseball game, or like semi-pro, or I honestly don't know what to call it, so I call it a minor league, even though it's grown adults. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, dude. You go there with your friends. Tickets, $20. Okay. Beer. It's beer at a baseball game, so it's not as cheap as drinking fucking beer at home, but it's pretty good. Okay, selection's pretty good. Vibes, 10 out of 10. Hanging out with a bunch of people. Also, it's rarely ever packed unless it's like a specific, like, oh man, Star Wars, like whatever the fuck. Like, it's either a really good time to just have fun on like a random weekday or weekend, but it's also a lot of fun to hang out and get shit-faced with your friends. I'm not a sports guy. I fucking love going to minor league baseball games. Catch me at like 5 or 6 this year. I will always shoot the ray gun at the ground because it's a habit that I should not break. This fucking guy. I think we're gonna have to go to the biodome sooner. I'm running out of fucking ammo. All right, let's go do some spamming. You know what? First, a quick Google. Can you get more than 4 perks on Moon? Yes, it's possible to get more Black Ops 1 zombies, but it requires specific actions and is not a standard perk buying process. From a QED on Moon. What is that? Okay. I don't know if this is real or not, so we're just going to say full send it. So I need to get the QED from the box, and I need to throw it at a perk. I don't know if that'll work or not, so we're just going to find out. The box is not here. The box is up. The box was upstairs, and I did it again. Yeah. That has enough ammo that I can compensate for not being pack-punched for a hot minute. Especially having the ray gun, I think I'll be fine. Teddy bear, that's fine. Box. Ah. Sure, I'll get a teddy bear before I get either of the things that I'm looking for. Nope. Yeah. Knew that was gonna fucking happen. Onward. It's gonna keep fucking teasing me. We're just gonna wait. Drink some water. Wave gun? Wave gun. Alright, we're getting there. Is that the QED?
I think all bombs should be quantum.
Alright.
No?
Let's test the theory. Because, you know, there's a lot of, like, when you look at older content in zombies, there's a lot of those fake videos. Like, I remember being a kid and falling for the fucking, oh my god, man, this is how you get the golden ray gun on Mob of the Dead. I fell for that entirely. And then I was, like, crying because I couldn't get it to work. So that I get. So the video I just watched said if I go in here, I sit right in here, I throw the QED.
A special gift for me? That was not what I wanted to happen.
Decompression in laboratories. PES required.
Do you smell something dirty burning? My hair!
What was that? This might be bad. We have the wave gun, but terrible on points. Pretty mediocre on ammo. No gravity. Let's try Googling again. How to get extra perks on Moon. How to get hacker on Moon. Oh, it's a thing you have to pick up. Okay. Something I literally have to find. 3rd floor by the dead shot canisters. Nope, gotta go up. Dead shot. Nope, 3rd floor next to the door in the biodome. Okay. That's not the biodome, that is. Okay, so it's not there.
I can jump so high.
Something is fucking vibrating and I don't like it. There it is. That's the fuck you guy. If that's there, that means... That's what's blocked off over there. Okay. So we're just gonna peek around here. Is that a part? Yeah, it is. Oh no, that means the fucking hacker, I have to see it. Because it doesn't just show up. It doesn't tell me to pick it up. Which I should have guessed, because it's older zombies, but still. Alright, it's fine. I would love another perk so I can get another gun. But I think the sad reality I'll have to come to is that I need to just get another security override denied. Yeah, because I need a fucking the hacker. I'll need to get rid of the wave gun. That is the sad reality we've come to.
I called timeout.
This guy just won't fucking let up. Dude.
Such carnage.
Alright, so the sad fact of the matter is we will need to get rid of the wave gun. Your boy's getting no points. And will not be able to survive, especially with the ray gun running low on ammo. So, we've used it. We've abused it. And it sucks. No, I don't see it. Alright, well. Wave gun's gotta go. Could try for it back later, but all it's doing is causing us to waste the ray gun ammo. Shit. Ah, that's not good. That's bad for business.
It was better, hell pig.
Carpenter. It's first drop in a fucking minute.
Okay, hell pig, high five.
Nope,
Oh, you
nope,
can.
nope, 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 nope. Wee. Gravity no, gravity no, gravity no. Meant to jump one way and I jumped the other. Not good, brother. Come on, game. Listen to me. Be like my phone when it hears me talk outside and it randomly goes, oh yeah, you know, you would love to buy that.
Why did you
Be
have
like
to
that,
hit me?
okay?
I called timeout.
I need a death machine. Totally gonna fucking run out of ammo. Guess I'll just have to gather them this way. What is that? AK-74U? Oh, reliable. Let's go. Didn't even realize it was fucking there. Right, now we got the points to pack. I need something better
Spaceman Cosmonaut.
than the AK-74U.
I just blew his arm off.
Though I could go by the same thought process as Call of the Dead. Wall gun. We're gonna hang out here anyway. We just pack this.
Did not I say hands
I feel like
off,
it's boring
zombie?
though. But it may be what we are stuck doing. I just need a max, man. That's what I need. That's what I constantly need in this fucking game. That I just can never get is a max ammo.
That'll teach.
A fire sale? It's like the game is listening and it mocks me. I mean, we'll grab it. I'm not gonna fucking be able to use it, but we'll grab it.
That you have to hit me. I called timeout.
There we go.
More dead zombies on the
Only
way.
took the entire fucking game. Now we can do this. For shits and giggles. Humor me, game. What a lob! Why did it go so fucking high? Any handout we get is a good handout. This guy's fucking back. If I hit him with the QED, does he do anything?
Did not I say hands off, zombie?
I feel like a Gersh device would be much more useful. I actually don't know what the QED does to the zombies. So we're just gonna train them up a little bit and... Oh shit. Oh fuck.
Rest in peace. I mean pieces.
Let's find out.
That brings smile to my face.
Alright, well. Ah, okay, so if I use the QED on him and then the hacker, I can maybe get a perk bottle.
I called timeout.
Change the drop. Alright, well.
I put.
think I want to use a Gersh device for shits and giggles. I want to see what it looks like down here. Like, I know what it looks like, but I just want to test it. What? What? I don't want to kill you yet, even though I really want to. I shouldn't kill you yet. Because I know that I'm going to be frustrated if I'm trying to run through the zombies. Alright. Now we're back to the fun spot. I'm sure without double tap this gun sucks, but it's got ammo and a fucking ton of it. And that's what I'm more worried about. Like I said, you get speed cola, and if I had double tap, you could have a shit gun do really good. Or it could just help you survive and get through the rounds. Risking it a little bit, get everybody a little bit more together. I don't like... Oh, no, no, no! Dude, this is gonna be a joke. Kinda had a feeling that was gonna happen. Like, I had a feeling in my chest. Risking it, risking it, risking it, risking it, go! Ah!
I like watching them try to walk away from it. Such as you, silent pimp.
They are still just fucking spawning. It's the one thing I hate about Black Ops 1. Not to get, like, heated because I went down. I went down entirely because it's my own fault. I wasn't paying enough attention. But I hate some of the spawn rates, man. I just... Because you think the round's almost over and it's just they, like, trickle in. But then they just keep fucking coming. Which I really don't want to do, but I'm gonna do it. I know I need to... I know Flopper's right there, but I need to circle around and get the revive first. Because that is how I always fuck myself. Also, first try. First try getting to this high of a round. I mean, we've gone down a couple times, yes, but first try, like, first game? It's a rarity with us. Second game. Alright, back to Groom Lake. Let's see. Whatever it is, we're gonna buy it. Speed, jug, doesn't matter. Statistics say it's jug, because last time it was speed, but... Alright, there you go. 22. Alright, you know what? The goal should have been 20 to begin with, let's be honest. And if the goal was 20 and we had set it in the beginning of the Black Ops 1 part of the series, we would have hit it across the board, except for maybe Shang, but it would have been easier to hit. For Black Ops 2, we'll probably make it 20, just to kind of keep it more in line and, like, temper expectations better. But... Can I, like... There's no sneaking past it. Thought I could. We're done. We're done with Moon. done on a technicality. We're done with the original Black Ops 1 maps. From here, we're going to move on to the Resurrection DLC. But first, you know what we need to do? We have to rank it. And here we are. Moon. I'm feeling like, in my head right now, it's like the finale for Black Ops 1, but it's not. There's still 4 more videos. There's still like 2 more weeks for the content after this. Moon, dude. Moon. Moon, I'm a little torn. Okay, so Moon, again, I was a huge hater beforehand. Moon, color palette, right? We'll do our pros and cons list. Color palette, parts of it are really cool, but it's really just Black Ops 1 as a whole. It's very, like, gray and dull. It's an improvement from World at War, but it's not as vibrant as what I'm looking for. So we'll say color palette is fine. It's Groom Lake is better, but it's mainly just like a sunlight thing. The zero gravity is really annoying. There's definitely ways that you can finesse it, but there's also ways that it finesses you, which I'm sure is part of the gameplay anyway. The wave gun sucks. I mean, like, I didn't pack-a-punch it. And the one effect when it's, like, combined is pretty good, and I'm sure pack-a-punch is better. But it's just, like, it doesn't connect to enough zombies. It doesn't have the radius effect of a ray gun. So it's basically the ray gun that does different stuff, but worse. It's, like, I'm sure it might have been part of the point. But it's like taking the Wonder Waff, the electric vibe, having it connect a little bit, and then just combining it with the ray gun in terms of handheld and, like, moderate aesthetic similarities. Cool. Mid. The QED, pretty cool, very useful. I like the ways that you can really finesse it in getting drops. The hacker, if I had it and had used it, you know, getting extra perks or changing drops and things like that, definitely cool. The map layout itself, like, the excavators are really annoying, but it's just part of the aesthetic of the map, I think. High rounding on it is fun and cool, and I can see the appeal, but it's also mostly hanging out at Groom Lake because the zero gravity, like, training there is fun, yes, and it's doable, but it's much more convenient to do it where there is gravity, and that's only on Groom Lake, but then it's like the rounds aren't progressing. So who really knows? But the whole idea of starting in Groom Lake and having that chance to, like, it's round 0, you know, and let's kill a bunch of zombies, and you only have the 1911, and you can, surely, if you're really good at zombies, you can finesse and pack a punch, I'm sure, and just start with, like, fucking Juggernog, Mustang, and Sally's and however many points. You know, me being me and not looking for that. Groom Lake is a cool, really nice starting room. From the Easter egg perspective, like, we're not judging the Easter egg and the process because it's not something I'm doing in the ranking, but the implication it has on the story and watching the Earth blow up and all these things. I remember when that cutscene came out. We'll definitely give it some props for that. But I will say it's definitely not my favorite in Black Ops 1. I definitely think that'll still go to 5, definitely. But it's definitely not the worst time. Definitely not. And, like, my game wasn't necessarily frustrating. The frustrating parts were just me. You know, me screwing up. Like, trying to train up top and there's no one there. Or there's too many guys there and I'm, like, messing around a little too much and then going down. Yes, it was frustrating those last, like, 3 rounds, but that's mainly because of me. Because I fucked up and then I have to go around and buy my perks again and then I fuck up again. So it's entirely my own fault. You know, I'm sure when it comes to the Black Ops 3 remaster of Moon, because I'm trying not to play the games ahead of where I'm at, to kind of stay mentally there and not compare it to anything else, only what's come before. I'm sure when we get to the BO3 version of Moon, though, with that remaster and the color palette and everything changing, I'm sure it's going to be higher. But for now, Moon is just like, it's fine, dude. It's fine. I would definitely say it's not a D or a C tier map. I'd rather play Moon over Noct, that's for sure. Moon over Varrocked, yes. Moon over Call of the Dead, yeah. George Romero was really annoying. I'll say that. And, you know, even if the wave gun is underwhelming to me, and the QEDs, I didn't use them correctly, there's so much more possibility to do on Moon than something like Call of the Dead. So I think I would pick Moon. Moon over Ascension. Ascension also has the Gersh device. Ascension has gravity. The layout's better. There's more places to train. I'd pick Ascension over Moon. Moon is solid. Because I also practiced a bit of the other maps yesterday. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Moon in B tier, and I'm going to move something around. Because hindsight is very beneficial, right? It still counts because we played any of these maps. The only things I'm going to rearrange a little bit are kind of the ones that are more recent. So I'm going to say Moon is a B tier. Moon is solid. I can understand the appeal and the love and especially the nostalgia, you know, going from BO1 to BO2 and having that kind of crazy cliffhanger before transit. Totally get it. Totally understand where you would come from if you're someone that grew up on Black Ops 1, but I didn't. So without the nostalgia factor and trying to keep nostalgia and bias out of it, I'm going to say Moon is a solid B tier. If I used more of the Easter eggs or if I did some of the Easter egg and used the hacker and memorized more of that stuff, I'm sure it would be a little higher, but not by much. 5 is still the best map so far in Black Ops 1. Kino is definitely still better, and Darius is still at the top. Curious to see where the BO1 version of Darius is going to go. But I feel like Shang is too high. No, I'm going to leave it. I'm going to try not to move things. I feel like Ascension is an A tier map. I was just having a really bad time. No. All right. No, I'll leave it. Because maybe it's partially like nostalgia in my brain that wants to change it. But nah, we'll leave it. All right, folks. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Like I said before, any critiques or criticism, you can leave them down below. I know that my goal was around 25, and for most of these maps now at this point, I haven't hit that because it's just been difficult or time-consuming or frustrating or whatever it is. Or like in Shangri-La's case, I felt fulfilled with it or whatever. So you can critique me down below. That's perfectly fine. But I appreciate anyone that's hopping on the journey. We hit 26 subs yesterday, and that's just crazy. Crazy insane. Having a really good time doing it. I am very sick still, so I feel kind of like shit, but don't think that I'm, downplaying how much I enjoy doing this. So we post every Monday and Friday. Coming up next, we're going to go through the Resurrection DLC starting where we started initially with Nocturne and Toten.